Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. Today we're playing Alone in the Dark, the new one. It's very similar. They took some old pieces of old school Alone in the Dark and kind of made it modern, different time zones and time places in this game here that we're about to play. So far it looks pretty good. The graphics look really good. The setting is in New Orleans, which looks pretty similar to what you would see in New Orleans, so that's good. I love how they tied it all in so far. You got the alligator there. That's pretty dope. That's pretty common down in the South here, but as you can see now, they have the character from Stranger Things as one of the main characters, Edward. I think his name's Edward Carnby or something like that, which is the original character in the old school Alone in the Dark. So that's really cool. I like how they match that up here.
So
as far as the
what's wrong with him?
The graphics are concerned, I think it looks great.
The devil?
Definitely, they
Something
took
like
a huge step
He says a
forward
dark man is
comparing
following him.
from the old game
Watching him
to
at all
now.
times.
It's amazing how much
What do you make of it?
much improvement has done in these
Nonsense, of
games.
course.
I
But I'd be
believe it
lying
was
if I said it didn't
on
bother me.
PlayStation
You see, it
1.
runs in my family.
As for PlayStation 1, I think, is the start,
No,
the first one
detectives.
of Alone in the Dark.
Deteriorating
But,
melancholy.
They did grab
Practically every member of the Hartwood family is driven mad before
some
they
old
grow
school aspects, like I mentioned earlier, and put it into the new game, which is cool because it's
But
nice
Jeremy
to see
didn't
that the
kill
game is progressed
Is that
as
just
far as it did.
Despite being
I was a
convinced
big
that he was
fan of
truly
Alone in the
possessed,
Dark.
he decided to put his
Even the
last
movie
chips
was
on
pretty
Dr.
good to me,
Gray
I
and his
think.
psychoanalysis, figuring he might stumble upon some cure.
I like how they kept the same characters kind of deal, the main character at least.
You mentioned the letter.
And I liked how they
I received
implemented
disturbing
a lot
letter
of
from Jeremy
they
accusing
did a
the
lot of
staff and
detailed
all
work
the other
as far as
patients
how
of
the
being involved in
storyline
some
goes.
cult.
So
And now
that
they're
was
also
cool.
out to get him.
Could it be real?
I remember
Or is
using
it
the
all just
joystick.
inside?
I'm still currently playing the
It's a
old one,
story he
Alone in
tells
the Dark.
himself, Mr.
So
Carnby.
instead of using the joystick, you use the
Anything to
D-pad,
avoid
which
the
was
truth.
quite a challenging because I've been using the
That we're all
joystick for so
terribly
long.
insignificant.
But we're playing this on
That people
PC
mean so very little
as a
to one
good
another.
price for it right
But
now.
there is
It's
no
on
one out
sale,
to
so
get Jeremy Hartwood
I
because
don't
he
know.
isn't worth
I think it
getting.
ends like December 4th, I believe. So definitely interested in this game. I would recommend getting it. Yeah. This will take us right here if we get to the scene. This is kind of the start of the house and where the
uncle's
story
not
takes
wrong, Mr.
place.
Carnby.
I'm pretty excited
I wanna
about
make
it.
sure he's all right.
And
But
what's
then
my part?
I'll show you.
Couldn't
You
get a
can
cab?
pick two different characters in this
I
game.
just
That's pretty
wouldn't
cool
feel
how
safe
they
going alone.
did that. That's the same thing with the first one. And we're about to do I'll show you like a side-by-side comparison
Did you bring a
of
gun?
the old graphics
Yeah.
for the characters and the new character
Relax,
graphics
calm
right now. So it's pretty cool.
No. But you might need to wave it around.
Yeah,
depending on how
I was
agreeable
pretty
the staff will be.
amped up. I wanted to play the first
Exactly are
one
we
first
gonna
and
do when
then
we find
continue
Jeremy?
on playing the other one. So I got to this one, but I
no.
couldn't.
That's just
I was
fine.
too excited. I saw the sale, decided to get it, I was pretty happy about. It's very good. Now here we go. We got these two characters you pick, but we're about to slide in and see what the other characters looked like in one of the first ones. It looks obviously significant. The picture is good on the right, but when you start playing as a character, you can tell it's like almost a step above Nintendo 64 type graphics is. But back then, that's obviously how those games were. Now we have all this new technology, so it was pretty good, I would say, for its time. I think that's gonna leave it to it because I don't really like to do these voiceovers. I was actually
Hello?
recording
abandoned.
can't
with
be.
a mic and
There has to be someone around.
just I guess forgot to add the source properties and
go around back.
decided not to record it. But that's life, I guess. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. Thank you so much for watching, and if you like the video, don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe.
Now what do we got here?
Nah, I'm not getting in there.
That's one big tree to fit inside a conservatory. Don't mind if I do.
Every day your silence weighs a little heavier. It's been a difficult year for everyone, and many have lost all hope. I read in the papers about people suffering. Pictures of dust-covered landscapes without a drop of water. I wish I knew if you were still tending the earth or if you had turned your back against us. I have started to look for help elsewhere. I pray you will tell me if I am going down a path that you find disagreeable. With help from Baptiste and Charlotte, I found comfort in the practice of the voodoo. I have long been skeptical of that Caribbean cult, but it's been of good use to me. It seems all harmless in my book. I say some words dreamt up by the Creoles, and I carry around a small pocket of gris-gris. Nothing of this is mentioned in the Bible, of course, but the French Quarter priestess tells me it's all connected. She says the Christian God is just one more perspective on the creator of things. That's what I like to think, but the other way around, that the spirits of her faith are just aspects of you, our Heavenly Father. I am so grateful for the words you gave Mr. Hartwood. We will sing your praises at St. John's Eve. The world will be blessed soon again. Only the sacrifices of the Old Testament compare to your demands. Let it be the truth. A mother of earth, wood, and dirt. A mother of 1,000 young.
Sacred sand, $1. Black cat oil, $1.50. Devil shoestrings, a quarter. That makes $2.75, madame.
What was that you were telling the doctor? A goat without horns. What does that mean?
You must have misheard me, madame. I said no such thing.
Please. I know I don't look like any of you, but I'm devout. I'm ready to do what it takes.
Do not be so eager to sacrifice the few things you have left, madam. Now please, leave my store.
A goat without horns.
What was that?
I need the key.
Please do not touch the boiler. It is working after all. While the sabotage has caused a leak, only the decorative plate has been completely ruined. Let's wait for Mr. Chance to turn up and he can take a look at the leak. Mr. Waits.
That doesn't look safe. There's something missing.
Sunday, June 22nd. I spent all day looking for Jeremy. I should have cared for the others, but I'm scared that he will do something irreversible. Cassandra is upset that I didn't give her the latest shipment of pain medication that Waits brought from the post office yesterday. I would have given it to her, but the company didn't send a new key this time around, so the box is just sitting there on my desk. They must have figured we had plenty of their gimmicky keys by now. I only remember seeing one lately. Grace was playing with it inside the grand parlor. Unless it turns up by itself, it will have to wait. I have to figure out where Jeremy is. I think Jack knew something. That dog of his found a strange rot permeating the house. She's showing us, he said. Like those blots and streaks of fetid rot was talking to him.
Oh. I need the key.
The Great Depression. President Hoover raises tariffs on over 20,000 imported goods in an act to protect American labor. Following the collapse of the Wall Street stock market on October 24 last year, American industry has suffered greatly. Thousands of companies have gone bankrupt and left a large part of the American workforce unemployed. In an attempt to turn the tide, the Smoot-Hawley Tariff Act has been signed by President Herbert Hoover. By regulating commerce with foreign countries, the government hopes to encourage the industries of the United States to compete with cheap foreign imports. Superstition on rise. New Orleans voodoo stores and spiritual mediums see increased profit during troubled times. While the market has faced hard times ever since Black Thursday of last year, voodoo doctors and snake charmers see significant rise in number of customers. With the coming Eve of St. John on the 23rd, the police expect increased cult activity around Bayou St. John, the southern shore of Lake Pontchartrain. Voodoo rituals in that area on the Eve of St. John have a long tradition reaching back to the first snake worshippers brought as slaves from West Africa. During the 19th century, its practice was popularized by the legendary Marie Laveau and has since been embraced by many of the Creoles and the surviving aristocracy of the French Quarter. Author seeks asylum. rumors regarding author Cassandra Beauregard making Derceto her home verified. Derceto Hospital is an old plantation building on the eastern shores of Lake Pontchartrain. While often considered an asylum for the insane, residing Dr. Elmore Lee Gray prefers to think of it as a convalescent home, a place where you can go to rest. The patient list is kept secret, but thought to include many of the black sheep of wealthy families, because at Derceto, treatment does not come for free. Local author Cassandra Beauregard has now been confirmed by her own admission. She's been lauded as a powerful Creole voice and written many successful books. Lately it was reported from Hollywood that she has finished a moving picture manuscript titled Slaughter Gulch. That film is set to hit the theaters next year.
I need the key.
Thanks.
What are you doing? Who are you?
Whoa, pardon me, excuse me. My name is Edward Carnby, private investigator. I hope you don't mind we let ourselves inside.
I do mind. This is private property. You can't just barge in here.
I'm sorry about all this, but I'm looking for my uncle. It's urgent, and no one was answering the door.
We can't hear you knocking anymore. None of us can.
Who is your uncle, darling?
Jeremy. Am I right? She has that Heartwood gloom, doesn't she?
That's right. I'm Emily Hartwood. I just came to make sure my uncle is all right.
Well, he is unavailable right now. You will have to come back another day.
Unavailable how? Is he sleeping? We can wait.
He's lost.
Don't I know you from somewhere?
Who's your man again, Miss Hartwood?
My name's Edward Carnby, private investigator.
Splendid.
Enough! All of you! Get back to your rooms! McCarthy, keep your eyes on the child. And you two, please leave immediately.
Look, we're not here to cause any trouble. Just let us see the old man, satisfy the curiosity of my client here, and we'll be off.
Jeremy has gone missing. There's no need to worry, but it might be some time before he turns up. The whole staff is looking for him.
What? He ran off?
I don't have time for any of this. Please, come back tomorrow.
All right, in that case, we'll just wait in his room. You don't mind, do you? It's upstairs, right?
Wait, you can't.
Don't worry, we'll be discreet.
In the corridor. It's the first door on your left. I'll tell Dr. Gray you're here.
Excellent. Thank you, madam. All right, here we are.
Let's look around. See if we can dig up any clues.
Every night the dark man stands opaque at the threshold of my room, counting the days until my spirit spills out of my tired shape. Only his pallid mask shelters my remaining sanity. Staring directly into the face of that demonic sultan would surely sunder time itself. Would he have looked the same to my father as he struggled for his life? Does his veiled face haunt my niece quite the same way? I wish so that I could rest my soul in that sunburnt convent of Tarawea. Would I find you there, Juan? Or Senora Perosi, back from the beyond? Every night I hide from him, moving from one misshapen memory to another. Scenes conjured out of fantasy and delirium. Places I struggle to even paint. I wish I understood your death, Senora. Is there anything I could do for you but bury you in that bleak necropolis? That triumphant chapel rising above the ledges and the oven vaults shall be your sepulchre, where you may rest, and I shall weep. How did you first come to understand such things, Senora? How did you know that the battered boil in the basement would lead me to Lafayette Cemetery? Or how the old upstairs clock, with its astronomical motifs, would take me to that hateful mound outside of Claremont Harbor? Those are my memories, my past. Is there perhaps a chance, if ever so small, for me to see Tarawea? Oh, I want that more than anything. Please, let my talisman take me there. Let me sit with Juan under his Bodhi tree. Despite having sold me that talisman, Miss Jackson, the voodoo priestess, revealed none of her secrets to me. That's why I had to travel to Tonka. Instead, she cruelly told Baptiste, my caretaker, that he would be betrayed and killed in the most awful way, that the one he loved would pierce his thigh with a sharp spear, and that he would be devoured by his own mother. What a terrible thing to say. The people of Deseto are becoming dangerous. They do not understand what they are doing. I must do something to stop them. I tried talking to Dr. Gray, but he confuses my worries. He's caught up in treating me. How can he expect evil to be cured with medicine and conversation? The orderlies, the housekeeper, and the patients are all deranged. They will call upon evil to enter this world. All will be lost. Everything. Unless I can find the clerk, Mr. Waite. He seems to be a clear-thinking man. Maybe Beauregard. The dark man offered me a prison, and I accepted. I signed that miscarried contract and entered the dark pact. Everyone is safe, except for me.
Hey, you know anything about this? Looks like some sort of talisman.
No, I don't. Oh, help me out here, will you?
I would have killed a guy to throw some of this stuff out. I'd be crazy too if I had this much junk lying around.
Oh, wow. That's striking. I want to save this one. All right, come on. I want to go see Dr. Gray. Come on, let's go.
Yeah, I'm coming. Miss Hartwood. Emily? What the hell is going on? Where am I? I can't go that way. What the hell is going on?
let them get inside, combat. They're not the good kind.
Is this your store?
There are no owners here. We both strangers in Jeremy's story.
Jeremy did this. How?
The pact with the dog man. Jeremy warned us, but we didn't think much of it.
I'm Detective Edward Carnby. I was hired by Jeremy's niece to find him.
Oh, yeah? How much she paying you?
$150.
She's sure getting her money's worth tonight. Are you a thinking man, compare?
No, not if I can help it.
You know, I think Jeremy's hiding in a way we can't find him. He has this juju necklace that guides him.
The talisman?
That's right. It's some magic charm he got from Miss Jackson down the street.
The voodoo priestess?
You know surprising things, compare. Yeah, the Mama Loa. Here, take the key. I locked the gate to save her place from all the ghouls and goblins getting inside. Maybe if you go there, you can find some clues to show you the way.
Thanks. I'll have a look. You want to come along?
Nah, I'm gonna stay here for a while.